Welcome. In this lesson, we will explain why it is important to design a good application architecture. To get there, we will talk about what building quality software means and explore the typical issues that surface when architectural concerns are lacking. Why is application architecture important when building quality software solutions? If we go back to 1991, the International Standards Organization (ISO) and the International Electrotechnical Commission (IEC) put together a standard on the quality of software solutions. This standard included several different dimensions. Usability from the point of view of the users. Functionality as a set of functions that satisfy needs. Efficiency, which relates the performance to the amount of resources used. Maintainability, which relates to the effort needed to make modifications. Portability, which defines the ability to move software between environments. And reliability, which ensures that a software solution can maintain its performance over a period of time. Later on, in 2011, the standard was updated. Security was added to ensure that software solutions can protect information and data. Compatibility was also added as a way to ensure that a piece of software can work together with other systems. Building quality software is important, and all of these dimensions are quite relevant. Having a well-defined software architecture allows you to think ahead in all of these dimensions. So what are some of the typical issues that arise due to a lack of architectural concerns? When services for core business concepts are not correctly isolated and abstracted, less code reuse exists, and business rules tend to be spread all over the place. Dependencies between systems that are not correctly isolated become unmanageable. Updating or replacing a system has a snowball effect on the remaining parts. When we change one thing in the code, another part breaks. Legacy systems tend to take longer to change and adapt to the different needs and requirements. Sometimes the technology is obsolete, and the core information accumulated can obstruct its replacement. Without a good plan and well-defined application architecture, you can end up with what we might call a spaghetti architecture. Such systems can hinder future changes as they become less flexible and much more difficult to manage. One small change in one component often creates a series of complex, cascading effects on the other components. Sometimes this is also known as tightly coupled architecture or brittle architecture. So, why is architecture important? If you spend time thinking about and discussing architecture, it will increase awareness and understanding of the solution. It also helps create common ground among all the people and teams that are involved. The project complexity becomes more evident as the different systems get represented. An appropriate level of abstraction in modeling helps to reduce the emerging complexity by focusing on the relevant properties and omitting irrelevant detail, thus leading to a simpler representation. By managing the complexity, you may actually reduce the overall risk. We need to evaluate a system's architecture for its capacity to support the quality attributes that meet the organization's goals. Architecture evaluation is a cost-effective way of mitigating substantial risks and ensuring success. Thinking about the complexity and the risks will help you support planning. This way, you will do a better job anticipating and building solutions that will be better understood. As you are going through the building process, it can also facilitate change. When something comes up that requires you to veer from the original design or path, the architecture of your system can show you exactly what needs to change and help with communication and planning. Finally, all these benefits can help you reduce the overall cost of your project. As you can see, spending time thinking about architecture can provide a lot of different benefits. These benefits are not only technical, they also affect how you operate, and the overall visibility of how you build things. In the next lesson, we will introduce you to the OutSystems architecture canvas.